Hi everyone, this is Learning with Linda, and today I bring you the latest Social Security update. In this video, we'll be talking about Biden's new executive order. There's also a couple of prescription assistance programs that have increased the income limits, which means more seniors can now qualify. Also, we'll be providing a little more clarification regarding SSI and the two checks you could possibly be receiving this month. And lastly, we'll be discussing the earning limits and the work credits for the year 2022. So make sure you stay until the end of this video to ensure that you receive this information. Now, before we get started, if you are interested in the latest news regarding stimulus, SNAP, p-ebt, and everything in between, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button down below. Now let's get right to it. And if you're interested in learning on how to get cash back from your food stamps or any grocery shopping, make sure you check out this video, How to Get Cash Back from Your Food Stamps. Link will be in the video description. And don't forget about the Ibotta app where you can get cash back when doing your grocery shopping. You can also receive $10 once you've signed up, uploaded your first receipt using the referral code that is on this screen. And for those of you that want to maximize your rewards, use a second app like Fetch Rewards to upload the same receipt you used for the Ibotta app. Fetch is super easy to use as you will get points for uploading any type of receipt. You can get additional points just for signing up with the referral code that you see on the screen. So let's begin this video with the topic of the earnings limit increase for next year. There's a couple of changes coming to Social Security, and this is one of them. This information specifically applies to those who are before their full retirement age, meaning between 62 to 67 years old. So Social Security beneficiaries who continue to work will be able to earn $600 more in the coming year 2022 before part of their Social Security benefit is temporarily withheld. Currently, you can only earn $18,960 in a year. Social Security recipients who are younger than their full retirement age can earn up to $19,560 in 2022 before a benefit dollar is withheld for every $2 earned above the limit. Now, don't forget, in the year you turn your full retirement age, the Social Security earnings limit climbs to $51,960, which is up about $1,440 from the year 2021. And then the penalty declines to $1 withheld for every $3 in excess earnings. Another change that could possibly be affecting you next year in 2022 is that the work credits, you need to earn more money actually to earn more work credits. So to become eligible for Social Security checks, workers have to earn 40 work credits over their careers. Paying Social Security taxes on income is how work credits are earned. A maximum of 4 work credits can be earned each year, and there's a certain amount of money you must make to earn each one of them. So in 2021, you could earn a work credit by earning $1,470, but in 2022, you'll need to earn $1,510 to earn each work credit. That means your income will need to be a little higher next year to qualify for work credits that entitle you to future benefits. And now moving on to my SSI beneficiaries. There's a little rumor going around about SSI recipients receiving 2 checks this month, and also there's a question going around as to if this is additional money. So here I want to provide this clarification for you. So typically, SSI recipients receive their checks on the 1st of every month. However, the holiday schedule will alter the payment schedule for SSI claimants. So since January 1st is a federal holiday, SSI benefits are usually sent out the day prior. So New Year's Day this year falls on a Saturday, so the holiday will be observed on a Friday. This means eligible SSI recipients will get 2 payments this month. So that part is true. One payment should have already been received on the 1st of the month of obviously December, and the second payment is set to go out on December 30th, which is this coming Thursday. Now remember, this check is expected to include your 5.9% COLA increase. So once again, to clarify, yes, it's true. If you're an SSI recipient, you'll be receiving 2 checks this month for December. However, keep in mind that it's not an additional money. It's only going to include your 5.9% COLA increase that was already promised. So one more thing I want to add for those SSI recipients is that your next check, since you're getting 2 checks in the month of December, your next check should be expected to arrive in the month of February. And this would be February 1st, simply because you received 2 checks in the month of December, obviously one on the 1st and the second one on the 30th. So therefore, you won't be receiving a payment in the month of January. And now moving on to the Social Security schedule for the year 2022. Just a quick reminder that if your birthday is from the 1st through the 10th of the month, your benefits will be paid on that second Wednesday. If your birthday is from the 11th through the 20th, it'll be paid on that third Wednesday. And if it's from the 21st through the 31st, it should expect to arrive on that fourth Wednesday of the month. Once again, as you can see on the right hand of the screen, the right hand side, you can see SSI with a circle. It's a circle that's brown colored. And as you can see, it lands on February 1st. So that's what I was referring to when I was telling you guys earlier, that if you're an SSI recipient, once again, expect your second or your next check to arrive February 1st after you've received one on December 30th. And now for my seniors that are receiving those SNAP emergency allotments, here you have the payout date information for the month of January. Also, remember that there's a couple of states that are still not on this list. We continue to keep an eye out on this information as new states continue to be added each week. I'll be making sure to bring you that latest information as soon as it is available. So here we have the list of states that have been approved for the month of January, starting off with the state of Alabama, and here you can see the payout date information as well. We also have Georgia on this list, Hawaii, Illinois, Iowa, Kentucky, Maine, Maryland, New Jersey, North Carolina, and the state of Oklahoma. In addition, we also have the state of Oregon on this list, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, South Carolina, Virginia, Washington, West Virginia, Wisconsin, and lastly, the state of Wyoming. And now moving on to Biden's new executive order. So basically, we all know that interacting with the government can be very, very frustrating at times, right? You can be required to mail in documentation and have your documentation be lost in the mail. You can have long exceeding wait times when trying to get a hold of someone over the phone. When it comes to a change of address, for those of us who rent and we're moving constantly because of the increase in rents, we're going to have to contact all these different agencies just to change our address, right? So it's not like we can just contact one agency and have that new news be sent to all other agencies. So Biden's new executive order is aiming to ease this process for us. So last Monday, the White House published an executive order explicitly focused on improving the ways the federal government works for the American people. This is officially named Transforming Federal Customer Experience and Service Delivery to Rebuild Trust in Government. This executive order establishes a process that holds agencies accountable, not just for policy outcomes, but also for the ways in which they serve the American public. So this executive order will make it possible for Americans to apply for Social Security and Medicare benefits online. I know they're trying to find a way in which they can speed up our information that needs to be uploaded without having to mail in our documentation, whether it's to the Social Security office or any other benefits we're trying to apply for. This executive order also aims to enroll for federal programs such as the food stamps programs or SNAP more easily. So they're trying to find a way in which they can identify Social Security beneficiaries to see if they are eligible for other programs, including food stamps. Also, they're trying to make it easier for us to be able to transfer our information for those of us who have already applied to Social Security. Since they already have some of our information, they could just, find a way to transfer it over when applying for food stamps. They also want to make process recertifications much easier. So, for example, for people who are receiving Social Security benefits, and if you have a diagnosis such as autism, in order to maintain your SSI eligibility, you must go through a recertification process. I know it could be a headache to try to do it every single time. So this new executive order aims to ease that for us. It also aims to help individuals receiving public assistance recertify their incomes in much fewer steps. Also, it aims to renew passports online without having to mail in your documentation. We all know this can be very risky. So they're trying to find a way in which we can possibly upload this documentation. And the last reason I'm actually pretty excited for, it's going to schedule a callback from the IRS. We all know getting a hold of someone at the IRS could be very, very difficult. Sometimes we just need to speak to someone over the phone, and not having this accessible to us can make it very, very difficult on each of us. So we're pretty excited for the new changes that this Biden's new executive order aims to do for us, the American people. So as part of the order, several departments of the federal government will lead efforts to streamline and improve their customer-facing service. The efforts will be led by the respective secretaries of each department. So for example, the Secretary of Agriculture will look for ways to streamline enrollment and certification for SNAP and WIC programs, and consider options for online purchasing using these benefits. The new executive order requires the HHS Secretary to develop new personalized online tools and expanded customer support options for Medicare enrollees, and to try to use modern techniques such as electronic renewal forms that are partly filled out with information from government databases to help people who are using one federal health program cross-enroll in any other federal benefit programs they might be eligible for. So once again, this new Biden's new executive order just aims to make things easier for us when working with some of these agencies. And now for my seniors in the state of Pennsylvania, there's a couple of prescription assistance programs that have increased their income limit. So that means more seniors are now eligible to receive assistance when it comes to paying for some of your medications. So Governor Tom Wolf on Wednesday signed into law 2 bipartisan bills that make adjustments to income eligibility limits for the PACE and PACE-step prescription assistance programs that offer low-cost prescription medications to qualified residents age 65 or older. One of these new laws ensures older Pennsylvanians who were enrolled in these programs as of December 30th in the year 2020 will remain eligible to stay regardless of the 5.9% cost of living increase in their 2022 Social Security benefits through the end of 2023. The other law increases the income eligibility limits for PACE-net for the first time since 2018. Now, single individuals with incomes up to $33,500 and married couples with incomes up to $41,500 will qualify. This measure also provides financial incentives for PACE-net enrollees to sign up for federal Medicare Part D prescription coverage. The additional funds generated by increased participation in the federal prescription program will be used to pay for the increased cost for the higher PACE-net enrollment. So according to the department, more than 10,000 Pennsylvanians who applied for PACE-net over the past year were outside the previous income limits, but now they will be processed and receive their cards. And that is all the updates that I have for today. Remember to turn on your notification button to know when I have uploaded a new video. See you next time!